Hi everyone, welcome to my review of Ping Pong. I haven't done a review in a while, so I apologize if this is all over the place, but I really wanted to talk about this. I just finished it, and I know a lot of people have been reading this lately ever since it came out in English in these omnibus editions, so I just wanted to give my 2 cents. So Ping Pong is a story about two childhood friends. Peko is sort of a childhood prodigy at ping pong. He is loud and boisterous and the complete opposite of Smile, who has the nickname Smile because he doesn't smile. Peko befriends Smile after seeing Smile getting bullied, so for that reason Smile kind of regards him as his hero. His first friend, his only friend, and the guy who saved him from a life of complete solitude. Peko teaches Smile ping pong, which they both play up until high school, and both boys become extremely good at ping pong, while Smile is more technical and Peko relies more on his instincts and kind of raw talent and energy. However, whenever they play each other, Smile doesn't try his best, whether instinctively or not, because he never wants to be better than Peko. That's his hero. He can't upstage him in any way. But kind of in the first couple chapters, Peko is beat by a player from China, and he has a breakdown. He quits, he goes into a depression, he starts smoking, drinking, skipping class, etc. While Smile continues to train, kind of waiting for Peko to come back. He doesn't really care about winning or anything, but it is his own way of communicating with his friend in the only way he knows how. So that's kind of the basis of the story. It's not a traditional sports manga in the sense that winning and losing is everything. It is more about the internal battle with themes such as self-worth, why do we play sports, friendship, etc. And the contrast of the two protagonists really illustrates the themes of adolescence and friendship. So, like I said, this is not a traditional sports manga. If you are looking for something all about the matches and training, this will probably not be for you. The ping pong matters, but it is essentially just a catalyst for exploring the different themes. Peko is overly confident in his skills, and the one time he loses, he spirals into this depression and questions why he's even playing this sport. Is it worth it? Etc. While Smile claims that ping pong is just a way to pass the time, but the fact that he dedicates so much time to it is kind of ironic. Ping pong ends up being sort of an escape for him and also his saving grace in the end. There's another character who is obsessed with winning and challenging everyone just for the sake of it. Another player is the best in Japan, but only because he needs to provide for his family and he has no real feelings towards the game. So the manga comments on the pressures of playing competitive sports and how that can diminish your initial love for the game as well. And another character comes from overseas after not being good enough for his home team anymore, and his journey to accept how his life is going now. So overall, there is a variety of characters and motives, and it is really interesting to see it through the lens of ping pong, which is a sport that, at least in the West, is not extremely common. So it's interesting to see a different kind of sport being played out. This manga, I believe, was written in 1996, so it is a little older, and Taiyo Matsumoto is obviously a famous mangaka. And it's kind of funny seeing his thought process in the end of one of these. This is after Tekken Kenkri, if that's how you pronounce it, and talking about how his editor was telling him to write a sports manga, so he wanted to do something about boxing, but boxing was too popular, so they decided to go with ping pong. So it's actually kind of funny how they came up with this. But regarding Taiyo Matsumoto and his art, it is very unique, to say the least. But I think it is quite beautiful. I like this sketchy style. It makes the lines look more fluid, and even on the panels with no words, I think the art really stands out, especially since they have these big volumes in English. They're a little chunky to read, but the binding is really well done, so I didn't worry about creasing or anything. But yeah, the art is not for everyone, I will admit, but for me, I really like this. I am kind of a sucker for any type of unique, not traditional quote-unquote art, so I really like this. It didn't bother me at all, especially since I have seen the anime for this, so I already knew what I was getting into. And even though I talked all this praise about the manga, I do think the anime is better for this one. This might be a hot take, but the anime is actually one of my favorite animes of all time, and I remember sobbing at the ending of this, and that was due to just the build-up they were able to do, even though I believe the anime is only 11 episodes. It's really short, but the music, especially the soundtrack, is amazing for the anime, and the artistic liberties that they took were also amazing while maintaining the art style. I've had to fight people to watch this because they said it was too ugly. But yeah, I would dare to say that the anime is better, which is why I would rate the manga an 8, but the anime a 10. The anime was able to really develop some of the characters that the manga wasn't able to, and they were able to really highlight some of the symbolism that is in this manga that I probably wouldn't have picked up on if I hadn't seen the anime first. And I think this is due to the fact that the anime was made in 2014, so almost 20 years later than the manga. And I'm pretty sure Matsumoto did have creative input on especially the original material that they did put in there, but it really added depth to certain characters, so I highly recommend this. If you like the manga at all, please watch the anime. Like, the manga did make me cry at one point, but it didn't hit. It didn't hit as hard as the anime for some reason. But I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm glad that there's no fluff. It's a quick read. This is 5 volumes in total. I read it all in one sitting. I just think it's a really nice work detailing adolescence and using sports as a vessel for that. So would I recommend Ping Pong? Yes, 100 times yes. Even though I like the anime better, it was still a very inspirational and nice work, and I recommend that anyone reads it if you like sports, manga, or not. So yeah, I hope you like my review. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you read this or haven't read this. I'm not going to talk about any spoilers for the ending or anything like that, but feel free to message me if you want to talk about that. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye!